At this point where we're at with Bitcoin, one of the biggest questions being raised is the cycle over? So if you guys aren't aware of the Bitcoin cycle, I just want you to take a look at this chart. So yes, this chart is a little bit dated, so it doesn't show 2025, but as you guys can see, we've consistently seen about 3 green years and a really bad red year. This has been a very consistent pattern we've seen with Bitcoin since it's been created, and it's all derived from its halving cycle. If you're not familiar with the halving cycle, pretty much the reward that Bitcoin miners are paid out is cut in half once every 4 years. Best comparison I could make is imagine you were someone who was mining gold, and every single 4 years the payout you got for successfully mining gold was cut in half. This pretty much leads to less new supply entering the markets, making it a more scarce asset and raising demand. After this halving cycle, Bitcoin has historically had a very strong bull phase from the next 12 to 18 months. You guys can see if 2025 was included in this chart, we still are in that strong phase at the moment. So there's definitely still potential that we're going to see another rally or a new all-time high between now and the start of 2026. However, it's very important that we keep the cycle in mind, as it's not impossible that we're going to see another major crash within the next 12 to 24 months. However, with where we're at now and the size of Bitcoin, it's argued that the cycle is dead and we're no longer going to see that historical 4-year cycle. Pretty much just arguing at this point that we're going to see continuous growth, but of course including very volatile swings along the way. No true bear phase, even though we may see a big dip along the way, and probably many of them. And that argument's made around a few factors, including the size of Bitcoin and all the new adoption that we're getting. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. And if I was just to give a random speculative guess, if the cycle does continue, I think that next year it could pull back to the $70,000 range. However, I do believe that it will rebound to over 250K by the time Trump is leaving office. I've been saying this for the past 2 years, and I think in either situation, I'm still going to stand strong on that. As already at that time, the market tends to boom, and we're also going to be getting that next halving right before that.